Hi guys, so today I'm going to do a makeup look. I haven't done like a lot of purse videos, like what's my purse and things like that, because I'm still using the Louis Vuitton bag and nothing really has changed in it. And I feel like if I just did like what's in my bag with that every single time, it would be boring and just, yeah, because it's the same. So, although I do want to show, well, yeah, I'll show it. I got this on eBay. It's an old train case. Isn't that cool? Hang on, let me open it up. There's the mirror, and then the inside. I put my stuff in it already, so I don't want to tip it forward too much. I don't want my stuff to fall out, but yeah, so it's by Dewberry is the brand. I didn't clean it officially. I just sprayed a bunch of Lysol in it to hopefully kill any germs before I put my stuff in it. And I didn't put my brushes, sorry about that, in the actual thing. I put them in my caboodle, which I put in there so the brushes and everything don't touch it directly. So hopefully that will help with any germs. I'm putting on hand sanitizer because I touched the outside and I didn't really clean the outside, but whatever. Okay, so this makeup look I found online, like I find all my makeup looks. It's by a channel called, hang on, let me zip it up. Retro Frog. I'll link the video in the description like always, so you can check out that channel for yourselves. Because she does a lot of like vintage and, you know, makeup looks from the 50s, 60s, things like that. If I can put my stuff back, that'd be great. Come on. Alright, so hopefully, I didn't look beforehand, but hopefully I have a color that will go with it. It's a pretty simple makeup look in that it's really just one eyeshadow. But yeah, so we will see. No, that's not gonna work. I need like a very light, like baby blue eyeshadow. And this one might work, so let's see. She puts a white on her, like a white eyeshadow on her eyelids before, I assume just to prime them. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna use this LA Colors palette. It is called Moonflower. I just got it from the Dollar Tree. So I'll use this white eyeshadow. I know I've said this before, but this is like the best white eyeshadow I've ever used. It's very pigmented, and sometimes it's hard to find a very pigmented white eyeshadow. And like I said, I mean, I've used a lot of different ones by a lot of different brands over the years. So this one is like, you know, the cheapest one I've tried, and it's the best one. So it just goes to show that the price isn't always everything. So I'm just gonna take my finger and put it all over my eyelid. I need like a table. I wish I had like a desk to do this at, but I don't. I just do it on my floor. So put that all over my eyelid just to prime it, I guess. Maybe make the blue stand out a little bit more. See, that's just like one swipe or one go. Okay, let's keep at it, I guess, until you cover your eyelid with it. I watched a movie last night. It's called Heretic with, what's his name? Hugh Grant. I thought that was all right. it's probably the most creative modern horror movie I've seen in a while. Usually they're all just very the same. You know, no creativity, nothing different about horror movies nowadays. So it was slightly different. These are starting to smell weird, so I should probably not use them again. But yeah. Let's blend this out a little bit. Alright, since it's just, you're not going to see the white, I'm not really worried about it. I'll keep this out so I remember to throw it away because it is starting to smell weird. So I have another one. I'll see if it smells weird too. I've never really used it. Yeah. Alrighty. That's all. Okay. So now I'm going to take this Spotlight palette. I think this was a gift from my grandma, so I'm not sure where you can get it. But I want to take this very light blue. I don't know. I'm not really good at like this one right here. The different shades, like teal, aqua, whatever. Blue to me is blue. So I will take a brush for this, but which one is the question? Which one? I guess I'll go with this one. Oh, I don't want to get all over my shirt. Although this is just like a pajama shirt, so it doesn't really matter. BS Small, I guess, is the brand. It's kind of like a flat but fluffy brush. So I'm just kind of wiping any eyeshadow that was on here. It looks like I used a brown beforehand. The Kentucky Derby is on. Are any of you guys watching it? I don't know why I'm showing you the brush, just showing you that I'm getting it cleaner, I guess. Yeah. I've never really been into the Kentucky Derby. Like, it's the same thing like with like circuses and things like that. I worry about how well they're treating the horses, you know? It's just, I don't know. So I'm just gonna put that all over my eyelid and yeah, nothing to that. So I'll just chat with you guys. To get back to the movie, Heretic, it does have religious themes. And like, if God is real and everything. So if you want to avoid stuff like that, then I would not watch the movie. But for me, it's like, no movie actually is going to influence whether or not I believe in God. I still do, you know, I always will. A movie's not going to change that. That's nice coverage, actually. But if you're not into that, then I would avoid the movie. And as far as, like, scariness goes, it wasn't scary at all. At least not to me, but I have a pretty high tolerance for horror, I guess, just because I've watched so many horror movies that I'm getting, I guess, desensitized to it. But it really wasn't that bad as far as that goes. It was pretty tame. And she goes pretty high with it. I don't want it in my eyebrow because she didn't go quite that high. But look at that. That's a really nice color. I like that a lot. Just tap off the excess. So if you see like that, the powder, the dust, that's the excess eyeshadow I tapped off. That's nice. She does go underneath the eye, but I mean, like I said before, my eyes get really watery if I do that, and it just kind of wipes it off anyway, so there's no point in doing it. so I so I won't do the other eye now. And this look, she didn't say like what decade, but the colors at least give me 70s vibes. Maybe you'll see more like the blue definitely, and then the color I'm gonna use on my lips, all like combined, you know, with this color gives me 70s vibes. This is really nice. Wow. I love blue. It's one of my favorite colors. Probably just second to pink, if that makes sense. It looks nice. Hopefully I look nice, because it's very hard to pull off blue eyeshadow, especially when it goes this high. So, but the lady in the video, she looked good. Hopefully I don't look like, what's her name? Mimi from the Drew Carey show. Hopefully it doesn't end up looking like that, but we will see. We will see. So I guess while I am talking, I'll just rant about something that maybe some of you can relate to, maybe not. I don't know how many of you guys like horror, but what I've noticed with like horror books and movies, at least like modern ones, the authors, I'm going to talk more about like mostly the books, because I'm trying to dust away the excess powder, but because I'm trying to find new books to read, because my go-to author was John Saul, but I've read all of his books, unfortunately, so I can't read his books. I mean, I could, but I'd be rereading them. Looks really nice. I like it. So on my quest to find like new or horror books that I haven't read before and sound interesting to me, it's hard because these horror authors, sorry, I'm getting distracted by my makeup, but they try to make these books as like disturbing and shocking as possible. But by doing that, they leave out having a plot. So there's really no point to it, if that makes sense. I think that the eyeshadow is pretty much good. Rub it off a little bit for next time. I don't have so much to clean off. Because, yeah, I'm not going to, like, name names or anything. But, every once in a while, like, I'll get a book recommendation. Well, YouTube will recommend a video, and it's, like, a book review or something. And because, like I said, I'm looking for books to read, I'll watch the video and see if it interests me or not, and see if I want to read it. And sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Usually I don't, because it's so over the top that it doesn't even make sense most of the time. And you can tell that they just wanted to make it as shocking and disturbing and gory as possible, that they left out the plot, like I said. So there's like no plot to it whatsoever. So there's no point in any of it. It's just to shock you, and you know, and I don't like stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure there's people out there that do, but I'm not necessarily like opposed to things like that, as long as there's a point to it. You know, if you just say, oh, there's blood everywhere, but there's like no point, then, you know, I don't know, I don't like that. But if there's a plot, that's better to me than just having it whatever. I don't know. It just comes off as trying too hard, in my opinion. Okay, now onto eyeliner. Now in the video, she used a brown eyeliner pencil that which I don't have. So I'm just gonna use my usual black liquid eyeliner. This is by e.l.f. Okay. Oops. So, yeah, this is my little rant, I guess, about books. Here's the applicator if you're wondering what it looks like. You know, a lot of movies have that problem too. Like Human Centipede. I'm not gonna watch that or those movies just because it's just meant to be disgusting. There's no point to it. I'm just gonna do my normal wing. Can't really talk while I do this. It's hard to do. This might be a longer video because I'm not like editing stuff out. Or I'm not like doing the other eye off camera. So I mean, let me know if you guys want me to do, or if you guys like the longer videos. And I hope I'm in frame. But I'm not gonna look up right now because that's gonna ruin my eyeliner. It's gonna get it everywhere. So hopefully you guys can see this. Oh boy. Ugh. Kind of messed it up in the corner here, but whatever. All right, now I'm gonna let that dry. I probably will do the other eye off camera just because I can't talk while I'm doing it. So I'll just be sitting here in silence, and that's not entertaining. Alrighty, so there's one done. Suppose I'll do the other one off camera. Alright, there's the eyeliner done. I put a little bit more eyeshadow to make it stand out a little bit more. And yeah, because yeah, I could put like a little bit more on the inner corner and like out here to make it more even, but whatever. Now I'm gonna go in with some mascara. Actually, you know what? I'm going to fill in my eyebrows a little bit. So, I don't know. I'll go in with the BS Small brand little itty bitty brush and the Changeable Fantasy palette from Amazon. I'm gonna go in with, I'm gonna mix the black and the brown together. Well, this is the black one. I'm gonna go with the black and the brown together and just fill in the sparse areas. So I'll just do that here. And I rub it a little bit to blend it. And there's that. Just do the same exact thing. I don't really do much to my eyebrows, to be honest. All right. And there you go. Okay. Now I'm gonna move on to mascara, and I'll be using, if I can find it. Here we go. This is by NARS. It is Climax. This is just the sample size, but it's a nice mascara. It's getting a little gloopy on the thing, but alrighty. Just put on my mascara. All right. There's one you probably can't even tell, but okay, and then the other one. And there we go. All right, let that dry a little bit. Probably fan myself. Oops. I got this recently. Here, let me fan myself and I'll show it to you. This is how I dry off my mascara. You do what you gotta do. Yeah. Okay, so there it is. So I got this today. I ordered it from Amazon. Physicians Formula. It's kind of cool. Just press a button. Here it is. And then the underside has the little powder puff thing. I got this mostly because, oh, this is in buff, by the way. I got it mostly because my granny used this and they got it in honor of her, and also, I don't know, I might use it on my face, I might not. I think it does have like a little bit of coverage. That's what it looks like, so. Yeah, it has a little bit of coverage, so maybe I'll use it. I'm not really sure, but yeah. So it reminded me of her, which is why I got it. All right, now we can move on to the lips. Okay. My lipstick bag. Okay, which one? Okay, so I will be using, this is by Revlon. It's 677 Siren. It's an orangey color. Not quite as neon in real life, but okay. So, yeah, just put it on your lips. I'm sure you guys know how to put on lipstick. Okay. Clean it up a little bit. All right. Wish I had like a tissue to blot with. But okay. So, and that's the look done. Oh, here. I do have these tissues. Let me fix my face a little bit. Clean it up a little bit. Just a tad. All right, so that's the finished look. Yeah, Let me know like what era this reminds you of. This just gives me 70s vibes just because of the colors, the blue and the orange. But yeah, I like it. I like it. All right. So yeah, let me know if you guys like the longer videos, or if not, I'll make them shorter. It all depends on what you guys like. So yeah, but I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.